Hallo, ek is Etie. Welkom by my kanaal waar ons als saam doen. You won't believe how many intensive forms in Afrikaans starts with do it. Do it being dead in Afrikaans. I didn't even have a clue how many dead intensive forms we had until I started making a video in which I thought I would include all of our intensive forms. Turns out we have so many dead ones that I couldn't put everything in one video. So, the other intensive forms will follow in future, but for today, we are only taking a look at do it. Intensive forms are called intensieve vorms. Intensieve vorms in Afrikaans. Now, take note that we do have many dead intensive forms, but only some of those are used very often. Some are used so infrequently that you may not have to really focus on learning them at this time. But I will try and indicate which ones are important and which ones are not. Bang. Bang is afraid, and this one, of course, is very important to learn. Afraid, intensive form can be dood bang, which is deathly afraid. Vrek bang, which is dead afraid. And then we have skytebang. Skytebang means literally shit scared. Right. And the next one is bekommerd. Bekommerd is worried. So this one's also important. And this one is dood bekommerd, which is deathly worried. And then the last one is bedaard. Bedaard may be less common because it is a lot like calm. Bedaard, as things have calmed down, things are in a calm state. And that one's also dood bedaard. Eerlik. This one is important. Eerlik is honest. And it is also dood eerlik. Then we have elendig. Dood elendig. Elendig means in a poor state. It could either be physical or mental or both. Then we have ernstig. Dood ernstig. Dead serious. And the last one, gaar. Now, gaar means cooked. The meat is cooked. Dit is gaar. And this one is also dood gaar, which makes a lot of sense because if you cook it, it is dead. And it is cooked dead. Dood gaar. Benoud. Benoud is important. Benoud means cannot breathe, like an anxious tightness, cannot breathe, especially when you're in a small little space. Then you'll say ek is benoud, like I need to get out of here, like I say, I'm feeling claustrophobia, I'm anxious, I can't breathe. That's benoud. And that one is also dood benoud. And then we have bleek, which is what I am most winter. Bleek is ashen, very pale. And that one is wasbleek. Was, in this case, is like candle wax, like white candle wax. Wasbleek. But the other one is doodbleek, which makes sense. You know, deathly pale and all of that. And then the last one is eenvoudig, which is simple. And that one is dood eenvoudig. We do use it a lot, so learn that one. Gedaan. Gedaan means a couple of things. In this case, it refers to being exhausted, tired, nothing left, spent. And then it's dood gedaan. Then we have geduldig, which is patient, important one. Dood geduldig. And the last one, gelukkig. Obviously also very important. Dol gelukkig is like madly happy. Dol gelukkig. And then we have dood gelukkig, which is dead happy. And then the last one, zielsgelukkig, which is literally translated souls happy. So you can use either one of those. We have gemaklik. Gemaklik means comfortable, and it's dood gemaklik. Gerus. Gerus is like at peace. You are at peace, you are calm, you're not afraid. Houd gerus, which means wooden calm. Calmly wooden. Anyway, houd gerus. I think that is the most common one. And then you have dood gerus. And then we have gevaarlik, which is dangerous, important. And that one is doodgevaarlik, which also makes sense. All of the following ones are important. We have gewillig, which is willing, doodgewillig. And then gewoon or gewone, which is it's like general, regular, simple, plain, common, all of those things. Like it's just, the regular thing, die gewone ding. And that one is doodgewoon and doodgewone. Learn those ones. We do use them often. And then goed. Goed can be bitter goed. And bitter directly translated is bitter, as in the taste. But bitter can also be very, like intense. In Afrikaans, we use bitter as meaning very when attached to things like this for intensive form. So bittergoed is very good. And then we have doodgoed, which dead, good, dead. More important ones, jammer, which is sorry. Doodjammer, you are like deathly sorry, deadly sorry. Kalm is calm, and that one is also doodkalm. And then the last one, kwaad, which is angry. And we have smoor kwaad. Smoor can mean a few things, amongst other things like smothered or smothering. So smoor kwaad, and the other one is dood kwaad. Luiters. Luiters is actually one we do use often in this specific context. So luiters is like a can't care less, very cool and calm, usually when caught in a lie or when somebody confronts that person and that person is very, can't really care, not really worried, not concerned at all type of attitude. Then we have doodluiters, which is like so calm and collected, even if that person is in trouble. And then we have lui. Lui is lazy. And fraklui is like one way to say dead lazy. And the other one is dood lui, which is literally dead lazy. Same thing, really. And then maklik, which is easy. And that one is dood maklik of spot maklik. Spot can mean like to joke around with someone or to tease someone or to bully someone, like spot. There's another word for it and I can't get to it now. But if you can, leave it in the comment section. But I would say doodmaklik is the one we use more. Moeg, tired. Doodmoeg. And the other one, lewensmoeg, is like life tired, tired of life. It makes sense. And then we have naby, which is close. And that one is dood naby. I don't know why. And then natuurlijk, which is natural. And that one is dood natuurlijk. Normaal, which is normal. Dood normaal. The next one, nuchter. Now, nuchter means sober. And then we have doodnuchter. Now, this one, like dead sober, doodnuchter we use often when somebody has had a fright and they are suddenly very alert and they know exactly what's going on and it's like, you can see they're focused. Or something happened and they were drunk and then suddenly they are not drunk at all. Then that is doodnuchter, like completely sober. And then nieuwsgierig, which is curious. And that is aards nieuwsgierig, which I'm not even going to try and explain because I don't know the correct explanation of that aards. And then we have dood nieuwsgierig. Ongelukkig, unhappy. And that one is siels ongelukkig. We had siels gelukkig, which is like soul happy. This one is soul unhappy, unhappy soul. And then also dood ongelukkig. And then we have onskuldig, which is not guilty or innocent. And that one is also dood onskuldig. And lastly, oortuig, which is convinced. And so this one is also dood oortuig. Raak. Raak can be a little bit of an abstract context or abstract concept. Help me. because of how we use it. So we sometimes use it to say, jy's raak, in the sense of you are accurate. You are right on the money. You're grasping the concept. You've just said it exactly as it is. And then in that case, we have do it raak, which means, it's exactly bullseye, exactly accurate. And then we have reg, do it reg, and lood reg. Now, do it reg is, absolutely 100% correct. And then lood reg is what we refer to when a line is exactly, what is the word? I can't get to the English. But it forms an exact 90-degree angle at the bottom on both sides with a surface, a horizontal surface. So that's loodreg, the line that goes down like that and then meet it exactly like that. Oh, this is going real well. I'm giving a deeply, deeply scientific, so accurate explanation. Anyway, that is what loodreg is. And then we have rustig, which is very relaxed, very calm, rustig. And then we have do it rustig. Ripe. That is ripe, like a fruit that's ripe. Do it ripe. And then we have pop ripe. That pop refers to like rotten, like when it's squishy and rotten. That's pop ripe. And then we have sigh. I would say this particular one is not used very often, or at least I don't. Do it sigh. And sigh means like boring, dull, tedious, humdrum, like that sort of thing. And then it's just very tedious. Do it sigh. And then we have seker, which is certain. That one is used often. Learn that one. Do it seker, like you're very certain. Sick. Sick is sick. The one is do it sick, which makes sense. It's like deathly ill or deadly ill, deathly ill. And then we have hond sick, which literally translated is dog sick, but it means as sick as a dog. And then we have simple, which is like common or stupid. Do it simple, or easy even. And then we have skaam, which can be quite a few things. One is shy, but also embarrassed and also ashamed, depending on how you use it. Then we have do it skaam, which makes so much sense because I'm that kind of shy. I'm that kind of embarrassed, like deadly. And then we also have rooi skaam, which is red ashamed or red shy, which I think refers to your cheeks. That goes red when you are shy or, embarrassed, then it goes red. Now, I know I said I'm a shy person. You think, oh, she has a YouTube channel. This is easy to talk to a camera, right? But if there's somebody in front of me and I'm on a stage, so bad, the stage fright. I'm fine talking to a crowd when it's my swimmers and parents and it's different, the people. But if it's on a stage, it's the death of me. Stadig. It is slow. And then we have do it stadig. That one makes also perfect sense. The next one is very important, still, which is still or quiet. So choep stil, the most common one, is very Afrikaans. Choep stil, and that I cannot give you a meaning for choep, but it is how we use this word, and it's when you're very quiet. Choep stil, like completely silent, quiet. Then we also have do it stil, also very commonly used and makes sense. And then bot stil. Bot is like closed, like bot, amongst other things. And then we have muis stil, which in English is as quiet as a mouse. And the last one is swak, which is weak. We have do it swak. Okay, makes all the sense. And then we have kuiken swak, which refers to a chicken, a chickie, a baby chicken. I won't go, I'm going to embarrass myself. That is what it refers to, and so it's as weak as that little chicken. These ones are also important. Firstly, we have tevrede, which is satisfied. Do it tevrede. Then veilig, which is safe, and this one is do it veilig, which makes absolutely no sense, being dead safe anyway. Then we have ver, which is far, and it is vrek ver, which I said before also really means dead. And then we have dood ver, which is also dead. Apparently, if you walk too far, you can potentially be dead, apparently. Vrek ver, dood ver. Vererg. Vererg is to like lose your temper, get angry, be angered by. And that one is dood vererg. Then we have verleer. Now, verleer has so many translations. I'm going to read you some because it could be sheepish, shamefaced. Then we have bashful, timid, self-conscious, shy, perplexed, embarrassed, confused, distressed. I don't think, not quite distressed, but again, if you are that embarrassed, like I get, then I'm sure you're going to be distressed. So verleer means a lot of things. It has even more meanings depending on the context, but that one is also a do-it verleer. And again, that makes absolute sense to me. And then we have verlief, which is in love. Very important, this one, you must know it. It's to be in love with someone. Ek is verlief. And the first one is dol verlief. So that's madly in love, which you know from English. We have smoor verlief, which means you are so in love that you cannot breathe, I think. Then mal verlief is a lot like dol verlief. It's like insanely in love or crazy in love. And then we have do-it verlief, which, I mean, sometimes it does go that way, right? So, deadly in love. Verskrik. Verskrik is like startled or frightened, like that fight and flight expression. Do-it verskrik. Then we have verveeld and vervelig, which can either mean boring, as a boring person or boring activity, or to be bored. And those are both do-it verveeld and do-it vervelig. And then we have vies. Vies is like a mild version of angry. Mild angry. It's a mild version of kwaad. So, and that one is also do-it vies. That then brings us to our very last one. Vriendelijk. Vriendelijk is friendly. And you have a choice. You can go with do-it vriendelijk, which is deadly friendly, or deathly friendly, which is deadly friendly, I guess. Okay. And then you can go with katvriendelijk, which is literally cat friendly. I don't know. Is it because they, like, do they smile? They don't. I would have gone with dog friendly, like hondvriendelijk. I think that makes more sense because cats does not seem that friendly to me. But anyway, it's katvriendelijk. There you have it. Most, but I don't think all, but most, and definitely the important ones when it comes to dead being part of the intensive form. Another thing you have to remember about intensive forms, in Afrikaans, they are always one word. So if you do write an intensive form in Afrikaans, it is one word. There might be like one single exception where it's written two separate words, and if I can find that one, I will teach you that one. But as a general rule, intensive forms are one word, always. So if you can find another one that starts with do it in Afrikaans, if you're uncertain about whether it is correct or not, ask me in the comment section. If I don't know, I'll do some research. And if there's anything that I left out that you think also should be dead something in Afrikaans, let me know in the comment section. And I'll see you in the next video. Have an awesome day.